This is the River Cam. Perhaps the best way to see Cambridge is on one of these. This flat-bottom boat is called a punt. And punting on the Cam is a favorite pastime in Cambridge, and also something that requires more skill than you might think. The mathematical bridge was designed and built by Sir Isaac Newton, perhaps the most illustrious graduate of Cambridge. Other scholars, like William Tyndale, were among the earliest to translate the Bible into English, and it was here that Cambridge University Press printed the first English Bible in 1587. Cambridge Press also printed the first King James Bible in 1629. It remains today as the oldest printing operation in the world. It also continues to be the finest Bible printer in the world. Our own recovery version of the New Testament was printed by Cambridge University Press. For two weak sisters, the thought of evangelizing the vast land of China seemed but a distant dream. But they soon realized that God would raise up young people from among the Chinese population for His own sake. For this, they were willing to bury themselves as seeds in the ministry of prayer for 10 long years. God finally answered their prayers. During the 10th year of their seemingly fruitless labor, a revival broke out in Fuqiao. Among those raised up at that time were Leland Wang, K.H. Wei, Faithful Luke, Wilson Wang, and many other young brothers and sisters. These would frequently go to Miss Barber to receive training and spiritual instruction. To meet the many spiritual needs, Miss Barber prepared a group of houses around her residence for the purpose of hospitality. She would conduct training classes in some of these houses, but it was the private fellowship and long personal talks that became the greatest edification and perfecting for one particular young seeker named Watchman Nee. To her, the Lord's return was not a doctrine, but a living hope which governed her work and living. Quietly, in the remote village of Bayatan, a different kind of missionary and pioneer was slowly charting the course of another field, the field of life and resurrection in the divine and mystical realm.
I need you, Jesus, more and more each day.
I mean, one reason I believe that we're so close in the Lord is because it was so easy to touch the Lord with Him.
He just nourished me everywhere. And He knew, when I walked in your house, He knew that I had come with a problem. And He would just care for me right there on the spot. It's just like He can see within me. He would say, sit down, Sue. I know you have a problem. He was just a caring. I mean, he's really my brother-in-law, but he's a spiritual brother, and yet everything he did and everything he said after Jim was gone, it was like everything was just not in a natural way.
I know he had a very deep prayer life, because sometimes I open his door and he's kneeling down and praying. He prays a lot before he contacts people. He really has a burden for the ones, all the saints. And it's amazing that they say he just knows where they are at, and he just knows what to say to them. But it's because of his prayer life behind all that. Yeah, he really has a strong prayer life.